Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Bring It On. Let's
Sure.
continue exploring the central stacks.
How may I help?
I'll see what I can
Hey,
find.
off. Look, somewhere else.
The History of Aora Volume 2, The Tribe of the People of the Deer. First magic among the people was fire. It's always fire. In every community, among every species, it's always fire. Fire is a bomb against the dark, a light to tell stories by. It chases away the cold, lights the path, summons shadows. It was conjured by an old woman who whispered a word at a dying coal and saw it spring to life. She carried that burning coal until her death, when she taught the word to her daughter, who taught the word to her son. The people carried that small flame from their home in the frigid north to the sultry southern jungles. Never once did it go out.
Of course. Oh?
How may I help?
Of course.
Touch nothing.
Nice and quiet.
Hey.
Ostinago, you'll get us all killed.
I shall.
Nice and quiet.
The History of Aora Volume 4, The Founding of Riadceres. But the Delimgen and Odragon couldn't come to accords. They launched a quiet civil war, and the colonist farms became the front. The Odragon blighted the Adarians' Vorlus crops with a might native to the deep forest. The colonists, believing themselves under attack by the notoriously territorial Delimgen, retaliated by clear-cutting the forest surrounding their villages. Not to be outdone, the Delimgen drained the subterranean aquifers in the Valian settlements. Maintenance log, Flesh Construct Controller. Someone has meticulously logged dates and details pertaining to the operations of a Flesh Construct monitor device. Some of the latest entries stand out. Found a finger blocking the cogs. Asked around. No librarians reported a missing digit. Initiated the startup sequence and a bunch of teeth fell out. Operation normal? A new lever grew from the panel today. Not sure what it controls yet. If anything. Stiff, warm. At this point, the controller has taken on a life of its own. All I can do is interpret its desire. Device refused to initiate normal procedure until I tickled its favorite gland, deep and on the left-hand side by a patch of bone. After it shuddered for some moments, I had its undivided attention. This is disgusting work, and I love it. I assume if we had read this beforehand, we would have known exactly what to do with that machine in the collections. Smuggled journal page. Admeth set the forest aflame, they say. Admeth snatched the sharpest fang out of the enemy's jaws, they sing. I know nothing beyond the walls of my cell, but I still have my memories. I don't recall a single crisp tree on that battlefield. I don't recall being taken. I remember waving the flag of parley and having it answered with a battle cry. Anything they burned later. History isn't written by the victors or kith who were there. It's written by scribes. For some reason, Admeth isn't of a mind to contradict their lies. Maybe it's because he's where he is, and I'm where I am. There's history, and there's history. Takes a keen eye to tell the difference. Reg.
I shall.
This must be the vault that he was talking about.
Hey.
Yes?
It's like traveling with a child.
I shall be dis-
Triggered a trap. But we got an infested almanac of crop rotation. The cover of this almanac is thickly padded with a fuzzy, multicolored fungus that is spread to the spine and the rest of the pages. Only one page has survived total infestation. Mold has contaminated the ink itself and warped certain words into bulging, irregular configurations. The fertility of the land is quintessential concern in the success of... Hello? A healthy farm is a diverse one. We cannot rely on favorable... Are we alone? To dictate our fortunes. Just as Kith have yoked the seasons to do our bidding, we need to do our part to am I part? Am I a part? Who am I? That we replace what we take from the life of the land, the precious abundance we so recklessly leech from the why does knowing hurt. Henceforth, it will be our responsibility to, not I, we, ensure our progress for the song growth love of the colony. This way, the purity of the book will be a measured and controlled, no longer a variable outside of our. From that point on, the text has been consumed, reduced to little more than the loam of a thriving fungus colony. Uh-oh. I wonder if this aggroes the entire area or just this one room.
Lavaru beyond
Moeth Ixi Honor.
Just the one room I don't care too much.
Moeth Ixi Honor.
Lavaru beyond
Okay, on to the next.
Yeah. Lavaru beyond sick.
Watch me
Get
go.
us out!
Let me loose on them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Huh? Will do.
Oh, the books don't get picked up. It's kind of sad. I see what happened with the trap. I assume he saved against it. Or maybe the trap was just to alert the librarians? Okay, it is a room-by-room basis. Awesome. I'm sure they won't miss 3 librarians. History of Aora, Volume 3, The First Hollowborn. His parents named him Gramwin, and he slept soundly through the night. Every night. From the day of his birth, and for every day after. He didn't scream or cry, only stared, blank-eyed, as the world turned about him. Gramwin had no siblings, nor would he ever. When one neighbor's child was born similarly silent, then another, and another. Gramwin's parents were named Cursebringers. They were burned in the town square, and Gramwin was left alone on a hillside, just as the season's first snow began to fall. Of course, that didn't stop the hollowing. For 15 years, nothing would.
Sure.
Anatomical dissection notes. Curious specimen, larger than the last. The bones assume a different configuration whenever I look away, so an accurate accounting of its inner workings will prove no small challenge. The organs are knit together in a flexible mesh, which maintains its spongy state despite decomposition. The jaws can stretch open wider than they should allow. I cannot account for how this is possible, but my eyes don't deceive me. The teeth elongate in proportion to how far apart the jaws are stretched, even in death. I recommend the last of this species be interred in the collections. Better to have it cataloged and disposed than out and about. I wonder what that's referencing. Only can think of the Shimmering Dream Beast and maybe Retina. It's relative. Not sure how they're related.
I've got it.
Small suckers extend from the fungus to the books. They tremble as you pass by.
I see the fungus has made itself at home.
Spore-infested librarian.
Enemies ahead.
The fellas?
I blame you.
Lava. Sick.
That looks complicated.
Just attack then. Or you know what? Throw out one of these behind them.
Right. Nope.
Don't like him being back here.
Thick wood and rough.
Didn't work.
All hands.
Oh, she's not gonna make it, is she? What else can I do? Maybe confuse him?
All hands.
Mow
Try and keep her in the fight.
it. Ixie. Honor.
Something you need?
Thick wood
Mow
and
it.
rough.
Ixie.
Let's try again.
I don't like that. Devastating blow this guy. And maybe Jody can interrupt him and keep Messina alive. But it doesn't seem likely. Yep, down she goes.
Something I can do?
See if we can get him to safety and knock this guy down. Gonna heal up
My limit.
my paladin so he doesn't get taken out.
I reap what I sow.
Come on!
Hey, they're coming to help. Thanks, guys.
Let's go.
That dog won't hunt.
Got to keep... The lad... on his feet!
Auto 37 health heal. Nothing super exciting.
I bring your end.
Get that on him first. The damage starts ticking.
I did not kindness...
Might be an interrupted, but maybe we can go ahead and get gouging strike on this guy.
Mowing. Ixie on.
Nice. That's a bunch of friendly fire right there.
I thought we were friends!
I gotta be a little careful. I don't want any of my AoE abilities to hit the friendly librarians.
I bring your end.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Put back Messina.
Oh? How may I help?
Log subject K-1121's confiscated possessions. Items removed and cataloged upon entry. 1 book, grimoire. 1 spyglass cracked. Assorted loose leaf tea. An addendum was penned by a shaking hand. Subject K-1121's grimoire has behaved unpredictably, i.e. at all, since we took her downstairs. Over the last several hours, I observed the runes and inscriptions fading from the page. Oddly enough, the book seemed livelier when I carried it into the eastern alcove of the Oratory of Weil, but I have yet to identify the reason. Further observation recommended. The Annals of Lengroth, Volume 1 of 5. The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lathes. We retain the pale shadows of our souls, the knowledge, memory, self. All of it is cut away. The gods fear we might someday ravel their strength if they do not. As you heft the tome, a wave of spiritual essence overwhelms you. The strength of its force so immense, you can't help but be pulled under.
The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lathes. We retain the pale shadows of our souls, but knowledge, memory, self, all of it is cut away.
I guess I had no reason to read all that.
Do the gods fear we might someday rival their strength if they do not?
Yes? Of course.
So much knowledge.
We'll let her finish in a second. The queen that was and still is. I think we have her this one. Unless there's a minor change somewhere. I think we have read that.
Consumed and grown over. We may never appreciate how much was lost here.
Oh, hell. Hope nobody was planning on reading these.
Fungus fingers have left damp smears of spores between the pages of this book.
Of course.
On it.
So I guess we're not going to find many books on this side because of the fungus.
Enemies ahead. I bring your end.
Oh. Alright, so it's good against crush damage. You think it'd be weak against slashing? We're at the fire damage.
Mowing. Exceed. On us.
That's not... very helpful.
Se fuerza no. Glory this did not.
Drop this instead. Some defenses and bird damage.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Mowing. Exceed. This did nothing.
Let's try and keep him alive. Hopefully that works.
I reap what I sow.
Okay, those guys are almost gone.
Happy to
You're
have
nothing worse than raw.
Sanders have those up with those two green spore clouds. We're approaching it, but I assumed that it was going to be like a poison effect. Not that it was going to spawn tendrils.
I bring your end.
Yes?
What now?
Sick.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah? Sure. Hmm?
Will do.
Off to the quarantine section. This fleshy column of fungus pulses faintly with bioluminescence. It smells moist. The whisper of voices flits up from the depths. You sense essence flowing lethargically to and from it. Perhaps this serves as a hub for the spores infesting the archives. Apply fungicide to it. For a moment, nothing happens. Gradually, the light in the thickest strand of the column begins to dim, the fading colorlessness spreading outward, upward, and downward through the stalk.
Perfecto, it's done. And there's no lingering doubt to torment us later.
Easier when you poison him first, right?
I've got it. Not happening.
Tendrils of fungus reach for a hole in the ceiling. A rush of fresh air whistles through the opening. Well, thanks for the heads up. But also, I forgot to go check out those pedestals and the central stacks. All the way over here. So based off the notes we've been finding, which I assume were written by librarians, they're not nearly as devoid of personality as they first appear.
On it.
A device inscribed with arcane runes glows dimly before you. The runes request an answer to their questions. Lick the runes. They're warm and lively as bare skin, but limned with a spark of arcane energy. They taste bitter. When you pull away, every hair on your body is standing on end. Activate the runes. The air sparks with a discordant energy, and the runes go dark. Their questions remain unanswered. Okay. A stone lectern stands before you. Its surface reads, "While scions of Forest and Audra fought, the dreams of invaders died." It looks as though a book could be placed here. Examine the lectern. The rain and ozone scent of arcane energy wafts from the lectern. There appears to be a spell imprinted in the stone. I believe it was the collapse of Grand Valia.
I've got it.
A stone lectern stands before you. Its surface reads, "They carried potential born of a word, and shared like a secret." Examine the lectern. Same description as before. And this should be the tribe... No. Shoot, which one was the one about fire? I think it's the tribe of the people of the deer. The quest items? Yeah.
On it.
Okay, so that one's right. I assume because it went blue. Oh, I got it mixed up. What was the Valia one then? Oh, that's right. I read this one a little while ago. Never mind. Okay. It is the founding of Rietziris. Arcane energy hums in harmony, and the wall before you begins to shimmer with light. Oh, neat.
What? I got it.
Should we go here first? I kind of want to do the quarantine section first. Let me come back to this one. Because we're not supposed to go into the restricted section, and that might burn a bridge with the librarians. I'd rather play it safe. At least for now. If we have to fight our way out, that's fine. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.